Meghan McCain confronts Elizabeth Warren on The View. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. So as you guys know, Elizabeth Warren is going on a promotional streak to different, talk show outlets so she can talk about being the next and the first woman president of the United States. And to be honest with you guys, she kind of a little bit won me over. I remember before I stated in the comments that I don't feel like she has the lioness or the tiger in her to be the president of the United States. But the woman is smart. And, Meghan, of course, had to basically, show that she's a A-list commentator on The View and ask Elizabeth Warren this question. Take a look at this small snippet, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my opinion.
He's part of a group that has
been
designated.
Is he a terrorist?
He is part of a group that's been designated.
So he's not a terrorist.
As a terrorist. Of course he is. He's
okay.
Part of a group that our federal government has designated as a terrorist. The question, though, is what's the right response? And the response that Donald Trump has picked is the most incendiary and has moved us right.
So the girl gonna ask Elizabeth Warren if she thinks Soleimani is a terrorist. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock, that Iran and the U.S. has been going back and forth for years to come, and coworkers of mine wants to know my opinion about the whole situation, and I'm like, there's two countries out there that you don't mess with. One is Iran, and two is North Korea. And of course, President Trump is friends with King Jong-un, and as far as I know, there isn't no Trump Towers in Iran, so of course he's gonna have beef with them or a feud with them. And when I heard about this situation that I'm about to talk about, that George W. Bush, whatever the hell his name is, the son, basically spent millions of dollars, millions of our tax dollars, and risked the lives who are injured and killed so many of these military people who are going to Iraq. But the fact that you didn't want smoke with this guy, Soleimani, President Obama did not want smoke with the Iranian leader, Soleimani. However, Trump does want smoke with him. So he did what he did. And my whole opinion on the situation is that this situation is an impeachment distraction. Number one. Number two, Trump is a narcissist, and when you are a narcissist, in my opinion, you basically want to distract yourself from the situation at hand when you are basically being targeted for doing something wrong. Number one. Number two, you want to be credited for a situation when you are targeted for doing something wrong. Number three, you want to be credited for a situation when it's all about you and you just want to take the credit for something and you don't care about what other people or what other people's praises are when they are supposed to be credited for the situation at hand, if you know what I mean. Basically, you're selfish, and that's what I'm saying. So I find it ironic that George Bush did not want to, pursue the assassination of this guy, but yet he basically used the American tax dollar. He used the American military. He killed so many people so they can go to Iraq and go fight for God knows what. Till this day, I still don't know what the hell they're fighting for. When I talk to military people who've served in Iraq, they're like, yeah, like, really, we went over there and we're just like, what are we doing here? There's nothing to do. And we're fighting something that really isn't supposed to be something you should fight for. So I found it ironic that, Bush didn't want that situation with Soleimani. So I guess you pick and choose your battles. He didn't want to pursue somebody that was, probably a legitimate reason to pursue rather than going to Iraq and killing, thousands of people and so on and so forth, and wasting my tax dollars on a situation that's not even a situation. So, anyways, Meghan McCain, the situation is done. Obviously Elizabeth Warren thinks he's a bad guy. And if you were to ask me if I think he's a terrorist, I would tell you, based on what I read, I would say, most probably he is, because, when you are a part of an organization, Islamic organization, that is, for one, targeting the United States of America and targeting other countries around the world, and killing people, yeah, you're a terrorist, for sure. But, so, Meghan, that problem is done. The man is gone. He is dead. Now, God knows what's going to happen in the future with Iran is, because, like I said, and if I haven't said it, there's two people you don't want to mess with. One's Iran, and the other is North Korea. So, Meghan, please sit down. Please sit down somewhere, because, you don't have to question the lady and be disrespectful and try to interrogate the woman in terms of whether or not this guy is a terrorist. He's a bad guy, and is a terrorist a bad guy or a bad woman? Hell yeah. So, please sit down. That's why there's petitions out there that want you off the view, because you're very rude and you're very disrespectful to the guests on the show. Like, they're coming to your home, to your workplace, and the fact that you had to, question the woman like that, to me, is very unprofessional and very disrespectful. So, Meghan McCain, have several seats. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please do click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces! Yeah!